Hi everyone, FB here to bring you a cast of the ESL Stadium Nations Challenge 2015 group stage match between Sweden and Austria. This is round 1 of Group B, where the first place team will advance directly to the playoffs, and then the second and third place teams from both groups will play in a relegation phase to determine 2 more playoffs teams. Besides Sweden and Austria, we also find the defending champions France, Portugal, Hungary and the Baltics in this group. And France defeated the Baltics yesterday with a 21-7 score, and Portugal won against Hungary with a 28-8 score. As for the format, the matches are played in 3 sub-matches in this tournament: 1 tech map, 1 dirt map and 1 speed map. It's played in a 4 versus 4 format on all 3 maps and always to 7. For this tournament though, in contrast to ESL CPS 15, it's not a best... well, I guess it's not a best of 3 in that either, but it's not a best of 3, it's instead every round that counts as a point, and whoever got the most combined points after the 3 maps have been played will be the winner. So it's a bit different this time, and every point really matters. And we'll start with the dirt map, which is ESL Paco, made by Adel. I believe this is the last warm-up before we start. The lineups are ready as well. For Sweden we'll have Gus, Klokren, Comhem and Duffen playing. And for Austria we got Speedy, Bomba, Orso and Senfti driving. And apparently top 2 will go to the playoffs, so I guess the format is different this year. I think it was only first place going directly to the playoffs with a relegation phase for second and third place, but maybe I remember that incorrectly. Anyways, we'll find out, I guess, eventually. So that's going to be the end of the warm-up. We are about to start this match between Sweden and Austria, ESL Stadium Nations Challenge, previously known as the Country Championship. They decided to change the name for this year. And yeah, Sweden did reach the grand final last time, but was not able to win against France, who turned out to be a bit stronger. And also, the last time these 2 teams met, in last edition, Sweden won with only 1 point. It was really close, although Austria was playing with Switzerland as well back then. Anyways, we are live into the first round on the dirt map. As we see Duffen going up to the top here. We see a lot of blue players right now in the top. Comhem, Klokren as well, and so is Gus. Here's Speedy for Austria at 7th place. Orso will drop down to last place. Still looking good for Sweden, Duffen and Gus. The 2 veterans of dirt, been playing for a long time. It's doing well. Klokren and Comhem also in the top 4. Could be an ace round to start it off for Sweden. Sentfi is the closest for Austria, together with Speedy. But they are behind with about 2800s. Gus is leading, coming up to the last corner now, I think. And it's gonna be an ace for Sweden. 1:02.45 by Klokren, 0.46 by Duffen, 0.53 by Gus, and 0.53 by Comhem. 800s between all 4 players. So a really good start here for Sweden, taking home the first round. And so I will update the scoreboard right now. So I'll do it for each round. Hopefully I won't forget it. But yeah, basically each round is worth 1 point. So it's not about winning the maps, it's all about winning the rounds. As we see Comhem having a slow start. I believe he goes for a wall hit in the first corner, which is always a bit of a risk. So he's gonna go down to 8th place, catching up rapidly to Senfti and Orso, who makes a mistake. Hit the wall. Bomba losing a bit of speed over the stretch. Comhem can pass him as well. Only Speedy is in the top. See if I can find him. There he is. But he's behind 3 Swedish players, Gus, Duffen and Klokren. Could maybe defeat Klokren to take 3rd, but at this point it's not gonna matter with Gus and Duffen doing well. 3700s ahead of Speedy. Clockren now with more speed as well. See if Speedy can stay in front. No, Clockren with a better last corner. And Sweden will take the second round as well. .101.99 by Gus, which is a pretty good time. I forgot to mention the Dedimania record. It's 101.89 by Beppino, who plays for Team Italy. I believe they are in the other group. Or maybe he's not, or maybe Italy are not in this tournament. I'm not sure. Of course, this map is also used in the Dirt Premiership, which is played simultaneously. So we also got that, as well as the competition Premiership 15 going on right now. So these maps are from those tournaments. The speed map though is not used in any other tournament, I believe. Alright, looking at the rankings right now, it's again looking very good for Sweden. Top 4. It's Duffen who is leading right now ahead of Comhem, Gus and Clockren. Should be no problem for Sweden winning this round. The ending is not very challenging. And Duffen will take it home. 102.36 ahead of Comhem with 0.46. Gus with 0.67 and Clockren with 0.73. All 4 players under 103, and the score is now 3-0. Starting the 4th round now, and on this server you can't see the team scores, it seems like, so I believe they have an old version of Fast, if I'm not wrong about that, so you can't see the team scores, but I believe the top 4 positions are all occupied by the Swedish players. Duffen will end up crashing here and will land on his back as well, is forced to retire. Respawn is not allowed in this tournament either. So this gives Austria a small chance, but as you can see, it's top 3 for Sweden. Gus ahead of Clockren and Comhem. Bomba will overtake Comhem before the last corner. Comhem going a bit too wide there. So Bomba will take 3rd place, but it's not gonna matter. Gus wins it with a time of 102.18 ahead of Clockren with 0.31. Comhem taking 4th, which is still enough for Sweden to win, putting the score at 4-0. So Austria not looking as strong on this dirt map, but they may very likely be better on the tech and speed maps. On speed, I mean on tech, I know they are definitely a strong team, although they are missing Poker, who is not able to play in the first couple of group stage matches, so that is of course not exactly what Austria would have wanted. Poker, one of the best tech players in the world. Clockren and Duff right now in the lead as we are deep into this next round. Comhem and Gus quite far behind. They got 3 Austria players in front of them. Oh, Bomba losing all his speed there. Comhem will pass him. And also Gus, it seems like. Speedy doing okay here at 3rd place, but Duffen will take it home. 102.16, Clockren 2nd. Comhem at 4th and Gus at 6th place. And it's another point for Team Sweden. 5-0 now, 2 points away from closing out the first map. So yeah, I don't know if Austria will be able to get a point here. They need to rely on the Swedish players making couple of mistakes, maybe respawn or retiring even. That would give them a point perhaps. Gus and Duffen 1st and 2nd. Clockren and Comhem though at 7th and 8th place. Oh, not anymore. Orso has lost his speed, but Duffin with a crash again here at the dirt. At the stretch, I mean. So he's gonna go down to last place. Will not have to retire at least. Clockren quite far behind as well. This could be a point for Austria. Bomba goes up to first place, passing Gus. And then Speedy and Senfti also doing pretty good here. This is definitely looking like a red point, which could be very important for Austria. Speedy though not able to make the jump. Clockren and Comhem will pass, and also Duffin. Will that make a difference? Yes! It will be a draw! It will be a draw. Speedy not able to get that jump in the end. And Clockren, Comhem and Duffin all passing him, keeping the score at 5-0. That was maybe Austria's chance to get a point on this dirt map. But instead, it's still 5-0 and Sweden 2 points away from closing out this first map. And of course, they want to try and keep it a 7-0 score. Looking much better now. Top 4 for Sweden. With Duffin in the lead together with Clockren. Then Comhem and Gus not far behind. Speedy at 6th place for Austria. Catching up to Clockren, also passing him now. Oh, and Comhem will end up crashing. So we have 4 Austria players in front of Clockren and Comhem, so this could be another draw. Oh, Gus will use his speed here. No, he makes the jump. Got enough speed, so we will see a draw for the second round in a row. So it's still 5-0 for Sweden. Comhem again having a bad wall hit, will go down to 8th place. Passing Orso. Speedy will go a bit too close to the wall. Losing his speed, Comhem can go up to 4th place behind his 3 teammates. Gus with the landing bug. Oh, and that was Orso, I believe, who hit the wall. Also, Speedy or Senfti lost a lot of speed. Gus will go up to 5th place behind Bomba. And then the 3 other Swedish players. This seems to be a blue point now. Don't see Sweden losing this one. Gus almost catching up to Bomba, but will have to settle for 5th place. But Clockren takes home 1st place, 102.34, ahead of Duffin with 0.44 and Comhem with 0.50, putting the score at 6-0 now. So this might be Austria's last opportunity to get a point on the dirt map. They were extremely close not too long ago. Speedy with a bad start. Also Orso seems to have dropped down a bit, as have Senfti, Bomba dropping down as well and hit the border. So this might be it now. Gus in lead ahead of Comhem. Ooh, Clockren and Duffin will go down in the rankings as well. Orso and Senfti will pass. And Senfti also passing Comhem over this long stretch. However, it's still the advantage for Sweden with Gus in the lead. Comhem at 3rd, Clockren at 4th and Duffin at 7th. If those positions will stay, then this will be a blue point. It seems like it will. Gus wins with a time of 102.64 ahead of Senfti, Comhem, Clockren, Bomba, Speedy, Duffin and Orso. And Sweden wins the first map with a score of 7-0. So, moving on to the next map, we'll see if it will be speed or tech. This is the speed map. But I think we will move on to the tech map, yes. So, the next map will be the tech map, which is Baguette Power, made by Tona. The world record here is 58.515 by Chronos. Of course, plays for Team France, which are also in this group. And they are definitely the big favorites to winning this tournament. By the way, I said that Sweden were in the final last edition, but I don't know if I'm right about that. Maybe it was France versus Germany, now that I think about it. Can't remember, but Sweden have been in the final before, at least against France. Might have been 2 years ago though. So right now we're having some warm-up rounds. The lineup seems to be ready. So for Sweden we'll have Razor, Slink, Vet and Ave. And for Austria we got Speedy, Sammy, Pezzi and Acerik. And again, not poker will not drive for Austria in this match. Oh, it was Sweden versus Germany in the grand final. I'm completely wrong about everything, it seems. Yeah, we defeated France in the semifinals last edition. Alright, so we'll do maybe one more warm-up before we start. You can take a look at the Dedimania record, the top 30 best times. See that Slink is at top 9 with a time of 58.63, Pezzi at top 15, 58.64, and then Ave is at top 30 at 58.71. Those are the only players in the Dedi. And yeah, I think this tech map will be a bit closer than the dirt map. Would not be surprised if Austria won quite a lot of rounds, because they have a pretty strong team. Alright, so Orso says last warm-up, so we'll have one more before we start. Yeah, I remember now, we lost the tech map. The one that we thought we would win, for sure. But, you know, Germany turned out to be a bit better than us. Yeah, not sure why Lund is not driving. He's, of course, also a really good tech player for Sweden. Maybe our best active player, so... That is, that would have been good, I guess. But I still think the Swedish team here is pretty good, so we'll see. Alright, that's gonna be the end of the warm-ups. And let's continue this match of the ESL Stadium Nations Challenge 2015. Sweden versus Austria. Sweden won the first map, the dirt map, with a score of 7-0. And again, in this tournament, the rounds is what matters. So for each round you gain, for each one round you gain 1 point. So Sweden are right now in the lead with 7-0. And even if Sweden wins the match on the second map, we'll still play the speed map. The score difference is also going to matter in the rankings. So basically every single round matters in this match. Alright, here we go. Razor, Ave, Slink and Vet versus Sammy, Aceric, Pessy and Speedy. Here we go into the first round following Aceric, who plays for AT Gaming. We'll get a pretty good start, but Ave and Vet will go up in the lead for Team Sweden. Razor is at last position, but not far behind. It's a close pack of players, only 2300s between all 8 players so far. Pessy now going up in the lead, passing Ave. No, Ave keeping that first place ahead of Pessy and Aceric. Razor will go up to 4th place, and Ave ends up clipping the pole and will go down to last place. Pessy and Aceric now top 2 ahead of Slink, Razor and Vet. But since Speedy and Sammy are ahead of Ave, this will be a red point. Slink though will pass Aceric. Can he stay in front of him? Doesn't look like it. He will drop down his speed, but Razor with good speed over the stretch though. Pessy and Aceric trying to get first and second. Aceric with the no drift, and Razor passing Pessy in the last corner, making it a blue point. And putting the score at 8-0 now in total. So yeah, definitely going to be a closer sub match than on the dirt one. So we go live into the second round. In the start, we have that pole, which could cause some problems for the players, but so far it seems like we had no crashes there. Razor drops down in the underground. Ooh, Speedy with a huge bump from the border, and Razor will pass him. Vet right now in the lead, ahead of Slink and Pessy. Also Sammy, Ave and Aceric doing decently as we go up on the platform here. Slink passing Vet, top 2 for Sweden right now. Ave at 5th and a Razor at 7th. Will this be another blue point? Oh, Ave, will he keep his position ahead of Sammy? Yes, he will. With a couple of thousands, and that's gonna be another blue point. 2-0 now on the tech map, 9-0 in total. So still no points for Austria in this match. And once again, all 8 players going through this last couple of turns, or first couple of turns, without any faults. Sammy though will end up crashing. Also Vet is falling down a bit for Sweden in the top. We got Ave in the lead, followed by Speedy. Slink though once again goes up to 2nd place. It's once again top 2 for Sweden. Razor and Vet 6th and 7th place ahead of Sammy. Sammy will have to pass both of them if they want to get a draw, but doesn't seem like that's gonna happen. Ave and Slink 1st and 2nd with times of 59.18 and 0.24 ahead of Aceric, Pessy and Speedy, and then Razor and Vet staying in front of Sammy. And now the score is 10-0. Starting the 4th round, will we see Austria not winning a single round on this tech map? I would not have expected that. Speedy clipping the wall and comes to a stop as well. It's gonna be far behind the rest. Aceric not doing well either, at 6th place ahead of Vetto, who has gone down to 7th for Sweden. Pessy right now in the lead. Slink and Ave doing well. Ave losing a bit of speed before the jump. Aceric will pass him. This could be a red point. Ah, not the best line there from Aserik. Racer and Ave might be able to pass him. Good speed though from Aserik. Stays in front, but not with a lot. Slink trying to pass Pessy in the top. Aserik losing all his speed in the last corner. Racer and Ave will pass him. And I think that's gonna make it a point for Sweden. No, it's gonna be a draw instead, but that would have for sure been a point for Austria had Aserik not lost his speed. Maybe he got a gear down. That could have been the case. So it stays at 3-0 on this tech map and 10-0 in the total score. Oh, and now we see lots of players hitting the pole, and it's two Austrian players, Pessy and Aserik together with Racer for Sweden. Looks like Ave made a later mistake. Pessy now hitting the wall in the underground section. So he will now be behind with a lot. Vet with a great start, only 1900s from the world record. Slink at second place. No, third now. Speedy passing him. Aserik then follows. And after him we got Ave and Sammy, then Racer, and then Pessy at the very bottom. Can Speedy defeat Slink to take second place? He will have to go up to first place though. Otherwise this will be a point for Sweden. He catches up to Vet a lot. Speedy with a great ending, but he will not be able to take first place. Slink ahead with 0.06 of a second. And that will for sure be a point for Sweden now. 11-0 is the score. Yeah, it seems like in that last corner you can often get a gear down, which makes you lose quite a lot of speed. So it's really important that you drift when you're in the right gear. Speedy now with a slow start. And Aserik has also crashed. Vet losing all his speed. Aserik will pass him. Will Speedy pass him as well? No, he will still be behind. In the top, it's Pessy. Oh, Slink crashed. He retires even. So this now should be a point for Austria. Pessy in the lead. Racer at second. Sammy at third. Ave at fourth. Ave going up to third place now. Passing Aserik. Or Sammy rather. They're having a close fight, but I think this will finally be a point for Austria. Since Link retired, yes. So Austria finally on the scoreboard, 11-1. Starting the 7th round. And again, I can't see the team scores at all on this server, so that's why I'm not mentioning those scores at all. Alright, a much better start now for most players. Ave going a bit too much to the right in that small jump. Ends up hitting the wall. Aserik seems to not be doing as good in these last couple of rounds. Pessy and Speedy first and second for Austria. Slink though passing Speedy. Racer just behind. Pessy on a good time. Could take an important first place. Racer ends up clipping the wall. Could this be another point for Austria? Sammy and Speedy third and fourth place. Pessy is gonna win it with a time of 58.93. Slink at second. We got Sammy and Speedy third and fourth, and that's gonna be enough to make it another red point. Austria now are awake, it seems. Second point in a row. It's 4-2 on the tech map. After Sweden won the dirt map, it's 7-0. Speedy takes the lead in the start. Just time all 8 players are doing pretty well. Ave though hitting the pole. So we'll continue to stay at 8th place. Pessi is looking good right now. Acerik losing his speed over the border. And this could maybe be a point for Austria. Pessi takes first. Vet crashing in the stretch. That's gonna cost Sweden a lot. Pessi will win again. Can Slink take second? No! Sammy will pass him in the last corner. And that will make it the 3rd round in a row for Austria. 11-3 now. All of a sudden they are doing much better. Acerik though continues to not play as good as his teammates. He's been crashing a lot as of late. But they are still winning the rounds. That was Slink hitting the pole. Sammy drops down for Austria. And Pessi once again at first place. Oh, but then he hits the pole, the later pole. Slink will pass him as well. We got top 2 for Sweden now. Abe and Racer ahead of Speedy. The 2 Team Q players. Good speed though from Speedy. Makes up for his name. Racer comes back, goes up to 2nd place, and Pessi is still at 8th place, so this will be a blue point. 12-3 now. And 5-3 on the tech map, 2 points away from winning this map as well. Better start for Slink this time. Goes up in the lead. 1500s between all 8 players. Abe takes over that first place. Acerik also pops up for for Austria, I mean. So it's a battle between Acerik and Slink for first place. Then we have Speedy, Pessi and Sammy all circulating in the top. Sammy losing a bit of speed. Racer, or Abe was it, hits the wall. Oh, and hits another wall. Now it's top 3 for Austria. Acerik, Speedy and Pessi. Don't see them losing this. No mistakes here in the end, and it's gonna be top 3 for Austria. Speedy with time of 58.93, ahead of Acerik with 0.94 and Pessi with 0.97. All 3 players under 59 seconds. Also Slink setting a time of 58.99. So that was a really good round, and it's Austria who wins it. 12-4. And I believe if Sweden wins one more round, then Austria cannot win this match. Correct me if I'm wrong. Acerik crashing again in the start. Speedy though goes up in the lead. Here's Pessi and Sammy. Pessi can go up to 2nd place. This would be another red point. Slink and Ave will have to have a really good ending, but Slink goes too wide. Hits the wall, and we once again got top 3 for Austria. Pessi, Speedy and Sammy. Vet will pass Sammy, but it's not gonna matter. Austria wins again, and they will tie up the score now on the tech map. 12-5 in total. Okay, it's 14 points. 5-5 on the tech map now. Ooh, huge crash from Racer. Straight into the pole. If Sweden wins this tech map, then they would have 14 points, so that would mean they would get the tie at least. But right now it's all about Austria. Sami and Pesi first and second place. Aserik without any crashes this time. Speedy with a bit of a bad turn, but he's still far ahead of Vet and Racer. This is not looking good for Sweden right now. Oh, but there goes Sami. He will end up crashing. Slink and Ave ahead of Aserik, but here comes Aserik with good speed. Will pass Ave and will take third place. And that's gonna make it a point for Austria. Once again, they are now in the lead on the tech map with a score of 5-6. So it seems like this will be decided on the speed map. Alright, see if Austria can close it out now. Sweden was in the lead with 4-0 on this tech map, but Austria has done a nice job catching up. And now are the ones with the map point. Good start here for Aserik. Pesi though at the bottom. 6400s behind Aserik. Speedy. Oh, Sami drops down. Also Speedy. Almost hitting the wall. Will allow all 4 Swedish players to pass him. So this might be a point for Sweden. Yes, Aserik with a bad platform pod. It's top 4 for Sweden now. Slink, A, Vet and Racer in the lead coming up to the last turn. Slink will win it 59.06 out of A with 0.16, Racer with 0.19 and Vet with 0.25. Nice round there from Sweden, and it's all tied up at 6-6. 13-6 now in the total standings. So if Sweden wins this next round, then they will at least get a draw. Which I believe will give you 1 point. If you win it, you'll get 3 points. So this will be the last round unless we see a draw. It's Aserik who is at 8th place. Good turn though! Slink and Pesi going too wide. But Slink losing a much more speed than Pesi. So Slink now at 8th place. Speedy in the lead. Here comes Ave though passing him. Racer just behind, so is Vet. This is looking good for Sweden. Top 3 right now, all passing Speedy. Despite Slink being at 8th place, this could still be a blue point. This corner is tricky though. Oh, Ave will lose his speed. Speedy goes up to 1st place. Where are the other players? Ave is too far behind. Speedy can take 1st place, but Racer comes back. However, Speedy will take it. But will this be a point for Sweden? No, it's gonna be a draw. It will be a draw. Ave clipping the wall there in the end. That was very decisive. So it's gonna stay at 6-6. So Austria can still win this match. Although they will have to dominate the speed map, of course. Alright, so another attempt here for both teams. This time it's Speedy who's at 8th place, but it's close pack of players. Aserik with a no drift. Goes down to 8th place. Pesi and Samido 1st and 2nd. This could be a draw. Pesi have been doing really good. I believe he got the most amount of points. Keeping that 1st place, but where's Sami? He goes down in the rankings. It's between Ave and Pesi for 1st place. Sami will lose a bit of speed over the stretch. Vet, Racer and Slink will pass him, and that's gonna be it. Sweden wins the tech map with a score of 7-6 and will reach 14 points, which means that Sweden will get at least a draw out of this. No, wait, Sweden must have won it already. Yes, because Austria, if they win the speed map, they will get 7 points, which would put them at 13 points. So Sweden have won the match now. So I was right about the 13 points. Sorry about the graphics, I'll have to fix that for later. Alright, so we are moving on to the last map, which will be the speed map, Syndicate. And yes, all the points matter, so still gonna be important for Sweden to do well on the speed map, so that they get a better score difference. Alright, so we are now on the speed map, ESL Syndicate. Let's see who will be driving. For Sweden it's gonna be Hillogen, Fullfart, Bakert, Ave and Platten. Could that be correct? Maybe. Then for Austria it's gonna be Speedy, Rachel, Fuchs and Joker. And once again we'll have a couple of warm-up rounds. And on the speed maps you usually see a lot more retiring from the players, since if you make a mistake you often cannot continue the map, so it's pretty rough that way, so you gotta make sure that you stay on the road as much as possible. Alright, Rox is now in the lineup for Sweden. Possibly our best speed player, together with Platten. So I think he will be driving. And seems like we might have maybe a bit more warm-up since Rox joined the server a bit late. So let's take a look at the dead in the meantime. We see that Rox is at top 5 with a time of 48.03. The world record is by Kid from France, 47.92. Then we also got Fuchs at top 14, 48.27. Rachel at top 20, 48.42. Platten at top 21, 48.43. And Speedy at top 29, 48.63. So a fair amount of players have reached the top 30 here. Alright, one more warm-up and then we'll start. Again, Sweden have already won the match, since Austria can only get 13 points at most. But the score difference is still gonna matter in the rankings, so Sweden will try to win as many rounds as they can here. Rox looking good here in this warm-up. Usually collects the most points for Sweden, so we'll see if he can perform good in this match. I think that is needed. So that's gonna be the end of the warm-ups. And we'll continue this ESL Nations Challenge 2015 group stage match between Sweden and Austria. Sweden have won the two first maps. First the dirt map with a score of 7-0, and then also the tech map with a score of 7-6. Now we'll start the third and final map, the speed map, ESL Syndicate, made by Mungi. The lineups will be Rox, Platten, Fullfart, Bakot, Heelgen for Sweden, and Fuchs, Speedy, Rachel, and Joker for Austria, I believe. Or they might not have had... yeah, they still got 5 players actually. So, okay, no. They are 4 now, so Stonem will drive instead of Jokester. Or Joker, rather. So I suppose we are live. A bit of confusion here in the start. Speedy is out of the road already, and that's gonna be a end of round by Retinik, so we are not live yet. Alright, so now everyone seems to be ready, and we'll start this speed map. It's Rox who takes the lead, together with Speedy for Austria. Of course, in speed, it's all about doing the speed drift. So you'll see the players trying to keep a drift through these turns, and that's gonna make them increase their speed as much as possible. It's important though that you don't drift too much, because then you'll actually lose speed. So it's a bit tricky to do it correctly. I completely suck at it myself. Oh, a huge crash there from a red player. It's Speedy who's out of the road. So one mistake is all it takes here, and you'll not be able to finish the round. Who's in the lead? It's Rox at first place. He takes it with a time of 48.34. Very nice time. Also Platten with a good time, 48.54. Top 2 for Sweden. Fullfart Bakot will take 5th. It seems like Heelgen also retired, but it's still enough for Sweden to win the round. 15-6 now in the score. As we start the second round. Also, thanks Roxio for subscribing. Appreciate it. It's Rox versus Fox for first place. Platten not far behind at third place. See if Speedy can avoid falling out of the track. We'll go down to 6th place. Fuchs has taken over the lead. Stonem has retired for Austria in the meantime. And also Rox apparently. So we got 2 players out of this round. Who's gonna win this one? Fox might be able to take first place ahead of Platten. And he will, 48.47. Heelgen though will take an important 3rd place just ahead of Speedy. But it's not enough. It looks like Fullfart Bakot also did not finish this round. No, so Austria is gonna take it 15-7 now. Not sure what happened to Fullfart Bakot there. Maybe lagged out or something. But he seems to be driving in this round, so seems to be okay. Fox with more speed over the wall ride. Rox keeping that first place, but he got 3 Austrian players in front of him. I think Rachel dropped down, but Stonem will pass both Heelgen and Fullfart Bakot, so this is still advantage for Austria to take the lead. Fox even passing Rox in the end. Great finish there from Fox. 48.64, 500 ahead of Rox. Platten retires. And Austria back in the lead, 1-2. So they are making the score look a bit better. And I'm sure I would definitely want to win this speed map. Bad start for Fullfart Bakot in the next round. Also Heelgen is not doing well. This is not looking good for Sweden. Fox and Speedy 1st and 2nd place. Fox can win his 2nd round in a row. Platten and Rox 2nd and 3rd place though, but Heelgen has retired, so has Speedy. See if Fullfart Bakot can finish this one and get some points at least. Fox will win again, 48.49. Then Platinum Rocks, second and third. Full Fart Pocket at 6th place. But it's not going to be enough. Austria wins again. And it's now 1-3 and 59 in total. Oh, and there goes Full Fart Pocket. Not going to be able to finish this one. Was not able to make the jump in the start. So we'll see what Rocks, Platten and Heilgen can do here. Right now the Austrian players driving a bit more consistently. Not retiring as many rounds, but Fox will drop down here, so he's gonna retire. Oh, and who was that? It was Speedy. He's also out of the picture, so of course when I say they don't retire, they have 2 players retiring. Rocks will take it. Rachel and Stoneham, second and third place, ahead of Heilgen and Platten. But it will be a point for Sweden, 2-3. Reaching 16 points in total now. So besides the dirt map, this has actually been a really close match. As we start the 7th round. Better start, much better start now for Full Fart Pocket. Goes up to 2nd place behind his teammate Rocks. It's only Stoneham who is a bit further behind the rest. Here he is! And he's not gonna make it. Lands on his back. Rocks in the meantime looks to take first. And Platten and Full Fart Pocket, 2nd and 3rd place right now. Top 3 for Sweden. About to win another round. Here's the ending. Rocks will take it, 48.45. Platten 0.59 and Full Fart Pocket 0.85. And it's all tied up now at 3-3. Starting the next round. It's a good start for Rocks. And also for Full Fart Pocket and Heilgen, although it did lose a bit of speed in the next stretch. Oh, and Rocks now out, yes. So he retires. Oh, Stoneham again in the same part. Platten keeping first place, but it's Fox, Speedy and Rachel that follows him. Not anymore though, Rachel drops down. Full Fart Pocket will pass. But I think this will still be a point for Austria. Yes, Fox with another great ending. Able to defeat Platten with 400s. Wow, we got 3 players not able to finish this one. No, 4 even. Rachel, Stoneham, Heilgen and Rocks. But thanks to Fox and Speedy, it is a point for Austria. 3-4 now and 17-10 in total. Just gonna fix the scores here. There we go. That looks a bit better. Alright, live into the next round. Austria back in the lead. It's looking promising for Sweden, and just as I say that, Platten will end up crashing. Here comes Speedy and Rachel overtaking Full Fart Pocket. Rocks keeping that first place though. Wow, we already got 4 players retiring. Platten, Heilgen, Fox and Stoneham. But can Rocks take this first place? Yes, so this will be a draw. So for the 2nd round in a row, we got 4 players who retires. And this continues to be a really close speed map. And again, every single point matters. Even though Austria has lost the match, they still want to make it as good of a score difference as possible. As we see, full fart Bakut making a flip. Will have to retire. Fox is also retired for Austria. Second round in a row for him. And I suppose also for full fart Bakut. Speedy almost hit a wall there. Hilgen will pass, so will Rachel. Rox looking rock steady in the top. 48.48 this time. Wins another round, and this time it's no wait. Stoneham will be able to finish the round, and I think that's gonna make it a point for Austria. Where did Platten go? Anyways, Austria wins it 3-5 now. 11 points in total. Yeah, Platten is not... no, hey, wait. He is here. Never mind. I thought maybe he got a disconnect since he wasn't showing up in the score... in the scoreboard to the left, but he's still driving. Good speed by Platten. Goes up to first place. Stoneham once again almost not making that jump, but still driving here. Fox though has retired once again for Austria. But even if he's retiring, it seems like Sweden cannot capitalize. That was Rox, yes. So Rox just before the finish will have to retire, and that's gonna make it a point for Austria. 3-6 now. And Austria still winning these rounds despite Fox not able to finish the rounds. Oh, he crashed in the start, so he didn't reach a single checkpoint. I guess that's why. Alright, so it's 3-6 now for Austria. Seems like they will be able to win the speed map at least, making the score look a bit better for them. Rox and Platten have still not given up though. First and second place. See if Rox can reach the finish line this time. See Speedy and Stoneham up next for Austria, and then Full Fort Bakut also still driving. Hilgen, Fox and Rachel have all retired. This should be a point for Sweden. (18-12) in total, 4-6 on the speed map. See if Sweden can win 2 more rounds to make it 6-6. Oh, Speedy stumbling a bit as he exited that wall ride. And it's so the margins are so small in speed. Like one minor mistake and you'll lose a bit of speed, and that's gonna be enough for a player to pass you. So it's really difficult. As you see here, Speedy did not have enough speed to make it. Stoneham also out of the track. 2 Austrian players no longer driving. Rox and Platten first and second place. Ahead of Rachel, and then Full Fort Bakut. Looks like Fox has retired again. And this will be another point for Sweden. Rox 48.44. I think that was his 3rd round in a row that he won. So it's 5-6 now. Sweden could still win this speed map, which would mean they win all 3 maps, which would be cool for Sweden at least. But Rox now with a bad start, and he doesn't have enough speed to make it. Stoneham has also crashed in the start, so it's 1 for 1. And in the front it's Speedy and Platten right now fighting for first place. Here comes Fox as well. He always does this midsection really fast. Oh, Platten hitting the edge, and he is out. Full Fart Bokut might be able to still finish the round, but this looks like it's gonna be it. Fox, Speedy and Rachel, top 3 for Austria. And they will take home the speed map. Fox 48.47, Speedy 0.79 and Rachel 0.88. So the final score will be 19-13 for Sweden, who won the dirt map with a score of 7-0 and then also won the tech map with a score of 7-6, and then Austria was able to win this speed map with a score of 5-7. So that's gonna be it. Sweden gets the 3 points and wins the match. So I'll be back next Sunday, I think, with the next match. The default time is on Sunday at 6 PM CST, so but this one was moved to Monday. Anyways, we'll see who Sweden will play next. I will stream that match for sure as well. So that's gonna be it. Thanks everyone for watching. See ya!